your eyes, believe in magic. Close your eyes, believe in magic. Close your eyes, believe in magic. Close your eyes, believe in magic. Believe in magic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Talk with Sue on International Angels Network. And today is Wednesday, April 10th, and I am your host, Su.Broome, coming to you live from Central Arizona. I am an intuitive healer, a spiritual teacher, and an international best-selling author. I do private sessions and workshops, and I have my new deck of cards recently released, The Desert Speaks, as well as my newest book, The Experience Book, 21 Days of Beautiful Experiences from the Angels. Launch day last Friday was so much fun. I did 5 Facebook Lives throughout the day. By the end of the day, the last Facebook Live crashed the internet. The internet was down in my house pretty much the rest of the night and most of Saturday. Now, I don't think I did that, but you never know. But we did have a lot of fun. There was a lot of people that were able to join in multiple times throughout the day. They would set their timers and come back on, and I was able to do the giveaways. I was able to play. I was playing with the cards, The Desert Speaks, and the Experience Book together, and oh my gosh, it just is so much fun. There's a lot of 5-star reviews out on Amazon, which is very, very humbling, and I am honored. And there's just a couple of snippets that I would like to read to you. One of them is, "Thank you, Sue, for bringing the voice of the angels to us." Someone else says, "A huge thank you to Su.Broome for sharing this knowledge, this tool, to create more self-love toward myself and compassion toward everyone I come into contact with." Amazing book. I love the wonderful mandalas. The book is uplifting and nurtures my soul. And someone else, and actually this is who I got it from, is I use it in conjunction to the Desert Speaks deck, and this has pushed me to a whole new level in growth. So that was partially why I was doing it last week, and we just had so much fun. So thank you so much. It is available on Amazon in both the Kindle version and the paperback version, and my supply of books arrived today. So if anybody is looking for a signed copy from me, they can order it right through my website, Su.Broome.com. So again, my website, Su.Broome.com, and it's under books and cards. Now, some of the other things that I enjoy doing is working with others, connecting them with their loved ones, and I do that through my book, Signs from Your Loved Ones, the free course I have out and available, Memories Shared with Your Loved Ones, as well as the newest online course called Channel Writing with Mom. And these are all different ways of connecting with your loved ones on the other side. So wherever you are in the process of wanting to connect with your loved one, all different ways will go through and help you with whatever it is that you need in that moment. So if you want to find out more about me, you can go to internationalangelsnetwork.com/Sue, or you can go right to my website, Su.Broome.com. Now, some of the things explored here on International Angels Network are spiritual entrepreneurship, fairies and angels, astrology, numerology, spirituality, spirit guides, our loved ones, and so much more. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can go to internationalangelsnetwork.com/guest. We are a live call-in show, and I will be taking calls tonight. Phone number to call in is 1-516-453-9162, and then press number 1 to get in the queue. And for international callers, be sure to dial that number 1 at the beginning. And again, the number is 516-453-9162, and then press number 1 to get in the queue. Also, if you want to listen through Skype, when we are live on blogtalkradio.com/International Angels Network, there is a Skype button, and you can just click that, and it calls in, and you can just press number 1 to get in the queue. If you missed any shows, you can listen and re-listen in case you want to hear something again, and share the replays from iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Chartable, Listen Notes, Overcast, iHeart, and, of course, our website, internationalangelsnetwork.com, as well as blogtalkradio.com/International Angels Network. And also, today's live show is brought to you by Audible by Amazon. You can get a free audio book download and a 30-day free trial with audibletrial.com/International Angels. There's over 450,000 titles to choose from, and that's for your iPhone, your Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now, Wednesdays are brought to you by Empowerment for You, which is my business name, but also we have the sponsor for International Angels Network, Sunday Sturgeon, and she is the founder and CEO of Holistic Light Rejuvenation Center. So thank you, Sunday. And I also want to give a shout out to Miss Claudia, because without Claudia, we wouldn't be able to do International Angels Network. So thank you very much to both Claudia and Sunday. Tonight's show, the angels wanted to talk about bringing peace into your day with their help. And it's so interesting because I know that there's a couple of experiences in the experience books where the angels do talk about peace. They kind of combine it with other things. There is one that is just on peace, but then there's a couple that are on love, peace, and calm, and there's also love, peace, and harmony. And they all have very subtle differences, but I think the reason that they really wanted this topic to be talked about is there are so many people right now that have chaos and drama going on in their lives. And even when we get stressed with things, it causes us not to feel very peaceful. If we are worried about, for me, I'll use me as an example. Now it's only April 10th, so really 3 weeks ago, I was still living where I was living, and I didn't know where I was going to be moving to. And the angels were really pushing me, and I was not feeling very much peace within. And in order for the flow to really be there in our lives, it's getting to be more and more important that we go within to feel the peace that is there. And the peace that expands out starts with us. Yes, the angels are there to assist us, but we have free will, and of course we can do whatever we want. Now, the angels that I would call on to assist with this, I've done talks done shows before where I like to call in some of the archangels, and I 99% of the time will call on Michael. So yes, we're going to call on Michael to assist us. And if you feel that you want the angels in certain positions, like if you wanted to put a square around you, you could say, hey, Michael, I want you front and left, or front and right, wherever you want, Michael. And you can imagine Michael stepping into that space. And even as I say that, I can feel a calmness, a more peacefulness coming over me. Because I think, especially with Michael, there is a safety that comes with him, and the more safe we feel, the more at peace we feel. Then, again, I almost always call on Archangel Raphael. And Raphael is good. You can work with him for healing, but there's also a sense of peace that comes with him, because when you feel like your health is in a good state, that brings a sense of peace for you. For me, it does. Archangel Gabriel. I love Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel, for me, is all about the communication back and forth, the communication with yourself, your soul, your inner being, your heart, your higher self, divine spirit, and of course communication with the angels. So all of that communication is going on, and in a more peaceful state when you can call on Archangel Gabriel. Now, of course, if you want to call on different angels, you call on the angels that you would like. And I have one more that has been kind of knocking. His name is Archangel Shamuel. And there's one of the cards, it's in a deck of cards called the Archangel deck, and I've used that deck for probably close to 2 decades. And it's got the word peace on it. I was going to look for the deck, but it's kind of still buried at the bottom of some things, so I didn't pull it out. But I can picture, it says Archangel Shamuel, and it's got a picture of peace. Or it's got the word peace and then whatever else it says on there. So, of course, he was coming to mind. And I think he's one that will help you find things. And you know how you can get, if you've lost your car keys or you can't find something, it's like, I thought I just set it there, you can't find it. And then when you find it, you feel so much more at ease. Or if you're, in my case, I'm searching for a place to live, and I'll tell you, I was so grateful and felt so much more peace once that happened. So those are the 4 that make sense to me. But again, you can call in whoever you want. Oh, there it is. Claudia just put a picture of the card. It says, Archangel Shamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And the angel, Archangel Shamuel in this case, looks like he's releasing a white dove. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate that. So Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Shamuel, you can get them positioned however you want. And it's so awesome because just as I was starting to say that, I caught the time just before it flipped. And the time was 6:14, which many of you probably know represents my mom. Okay, and there's more that Claudia is posting. She says, it's Archangel message, look past the surface of the situation and see the underlying truth. that everyone involved is a child of God filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behavior and solutions. Even though appearances may seem something, otherwise trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Well, here's the bottom line, everybody. I'm going to go back to what I was saying before. Peace starts within. And in order to feel that, so we have the support of the angels now. If you want to call in your guardian angels, because your guardian angels, I believe we all have two, and you can call on them. If you know what their names are, you can call them by name. If you don't know, you can also say, hey, guardian angels. They are not quite as big on names like we are. And if you want to call in the peace angels, you can do that as well. This is something I've learned quite a while ago. If there's a task at hand and you don't know what specific angels to call in, you can call in the angels of the task. So in this case, peace is our task. So let's call in the peace angels. And we can have all of these angels surrounding us in any way we would like. If we want them surrounding us in a big circle, if we want them, the archangels in the four corners and the other angels surrounding either within that or outside of that or above or below, however we want them. And once we get the angels all in the position that we would like, I would like all of us to take a couple of deep breaths. And of course, it's always in through the nose and out through the mouth. And take 2 or 3 good deep breaths. And if you feel like you want to do it and pace yourself, a good way to do that is you can count 4 as you're breathing in, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then pause for a count of 4. It's actually called square breathing. So even just breathing with the angels surrounding you, there's more peace that's coming over you. And as you're feeling the peace, this is what you can expand out to others. You can expand it out. In this case, I'm going to expand it out to the crazy wind we've been having here. And even as I've been talking, the trees actually seem like they're slowing down a little bit. If you have children or pets, they're perfect, especially if you have someone, maybe there's a crazy dog next door. Thank goodness I don't have that anymore, but in case you do, or if you have a child that's acting a little unruly, when you get yourself to a space of peace and expand that peace out around you, it will affect others just by our vibration being in that peaceful state. It's not like we're asking anybody else to change. We're just expanding our peaceful state. You can try this as you're driving to work. The highways can get quite chaotic. Or for those of you that are in the corporate world, you can do this in the meetings. Or if you're on the phone, if you're in some kind of a customer service, you can get yourself in a centered, peaceful place with the angels surrounding you at the start of your day, and then take the calls and see how much smoother they go. When you're in a peaceful state, the flow goes so much easier. Have you ever noticed if you're in a rush and you're trying to accomplish something, maybe you drop something, maybe you bang your knee against something, or things just don't seem to go. It's like you're trying to take a square peg and put it in a round hole when you are in an agitated state or you're rushing. But if you can stop yourself and get into this peaceful state, things will flow. Once you are in a really good place, something that you can do or say, actually both, to get into this state very quickly is, and you've heard me say this before, put your hand on your heart, and you can either say the word out loud or you can think it to yourself, and you can say peace, or I am peace, or I am peaceful. I am in a state of peace. Thank you, angels, for supporting me in this state of peace. Thank you, angels, for being with me when I am peace. Thank you, angels, for being with me. I am peace. You can pick any of those, or you can say all of them. Or something else that works really well. If you want a reminder throughout the day to bring yourself back to a state of peace, set a reminder on your phone. You can set reminders on your phone to go off at different times, and you could do that every single day. Maybe you have 3 reminders going off. I am peace. Or you can put good old Post-its around your house with the word peace on it. Or you can Google the word peace and see what images come up. Or you can create your own, color your own with the word peace in any design you want. So many different creative ideas that you can do to have peace throughout your home as a reminder or on your computer. And when you see the reminder, you can go right back to the state of peace with the help of your guardian angel, the peace angel, and whatever archangels you would like to assist. Try this every single day, starting your day. So first get yourself in where you can really feel peace coming over you, where your body, your whole body, just feels in a state of peace. And then put your hand on your heart and say peace or I am peace, however you want to language it. And first thing in the morning, And last thing at night, put your hand on your heart and say, I am peace. And see if your day is more peaceful overall. See if your dream state is more peaceful overall. See if things go smoother throughout your day. See if your dreams seem much more peaceful, or maybe you fall asleep faster. So something I would say, try this for several days and let me know what point are you noticing a difference and how many days did it take for you to notice. I would be willing to bet that everyone that chooses to do this, by the third day for sure, you will feel the difference. So that's your assignment for the next few days. So before we thank the angels for being with us once again, put your hand on your heart. Say, I am peace. Thank you, angels, for supporting me in this state of peace. I am peace. And feel your breath as it's coming in and going out, being that much more peaceful than you were 30 minutes ago. So thank you, angels, for supporting us on this journey of peace. It really is important with everything that is going on in this world right now. We can only start within. And peace is an awesome place to start. So thank you, everyone. All right, before I start taking calls, I'm going to give the phone number once again. Phone number is 1-516-453-9162. And if you want to ask a question and get a mini reading, you can press number 1. Also, to let you know what's going on at International Angels Network, go to the website, check it out. There's a lot of good information out there. If you are searching for a spiritual practitioner, you can look at the IAN directory. It has readers, energy healing people, teachers, mentors, coaches, metaphysical online stores, all for mind, body, and spirit. And of course, the beautiful chimes have to just chirp right in and agree. Also, so there's the directory, which is internationalangelsnetwork.com/directory. And there is also the membership, internationalangelsnetwork.com/membership. So if you go to the website, just check it out, scope it out, see if one or both of those make sense for you, then it'll share with you what you need to do. Also, just as a reminder, Diane Morgan and Susie Parrott, they paired up together on uniteinthelight.com, and they have several classes about the angels that are recorded that you can pick and choose which one or ones you would like. They have an intro to the angels. They have guardian angels, archangels. They also have PDF with exercises and visualizations. So you go check out and see what fits for you. uniteinthelight.com. And if you have any questions specifically, you can also go to uniteinthelight444@gmail.com. Also, I wanted to just give a comment or say a comment on the courses that I have, the online courses, I do have the memories shared with your loved ones. That's the free course that it helps you remember when you have a loved one that has crossed over. Initially, sometimes it's really hard to remember the happy times because you're in such grief. And some people are afraid that if they're grieving, that, well, if I stop grieving, I won't remember them. And that's simply not the case. But what the memories does is it helps you remember and relive the happy memories. And even now, do I have that specifically in that course? I have it kind of in the other course, but really, my opinion, and this, I have done this with dreams, and I believe you can do it with unhappy memories as well. You can go into a meditation and change it. Now, I've definitely used this with dreams, and there's one in particular I had. This was a long time ago. I woke up, and it was the first time that I'd ever been afraid in my house because I had a dream that someone was trying to break in. And I did not like that dream. So I did a meditation, and I went back into that dream, and I changed it. And I changed it, so nope, they were not trying to break in. There was I think I changed it to like there was a suspicious character, and somebody saw them and called the police, and so it never happened. And it's like I felt fine after that. But so memories shared with your loved ones is all about going back into these happy memories. The happy memories live forever in our hearts. And all that's doing is bringing it out. And when we are so engrossed in a visualization, in a memory, our brains do not know the difference. And that's not me saying that, that's research saying it. So I've always known that, but I have, there's different articles where they've tested that it's proven. So also the channel writing with mom, if you want to take the connection you have with your loved one, whether it's your mom, your dad, your grandparent, a friend, a sister, a brother, a child, it doesn't matter. In my case, it was absolutely my mom. It was her idea. But if you have a connection with a loved one on the other side that you really want to take it to the next level and continue the relationship and have those conversations, channel writing with mom will help get you there. There's meditations. All the meditations in both of the courses are downloadable, and there are exercises as well. Now, upcoming on International Angels Network, Thursday we have the Alex Levy Show. Friday is Mystical Connections. It is a special episode. And Saturday we have Angelic Light with Susie Parrott. Sunday we have Mystic Connections with Claudia Ibarra. Tuesday we have Angel Navigation with Diane Morgan. And then next Wednesday we have Angel Talk with Sue with me. And we'll just see what those angels have for us to talk about. I just don't know. We'll see. All right. So with that, I think we're ready for the calls. I'm going to start with, I have Lori from Washington. Lori from Washington. Hi, Miss Lori.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, I'm in a pretty precarious situation, and I don't know where I'm going to be living, and I have all these neighbors that hate my guts.
Well, I was just in a precarious situation. I didn't have the neighbors who hated my guts. However, I was in a precarious situation not knowing where I was going to go.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is, but you know what? One of the things that going through have you been listening the whole time? So you got to hear all calling in the angels and feeling peaceful first?
I tried it. I just couldn't concentrate. I just,
well, you might have to go back. You might have to go back later after the show and re-listen to it, because it's really important, Lori, because it all starts with you. It all starts with you getting to that peaceful place that will help you find the perfect place where you're going to live.
Well, I'm wondering if these people are going to help me. This one program called the Grace Program. People are trying to help me, and then the people that the slumlord that I'm renting from, they're involved in some kind of scam, and then there was some kind of, there was scams going all over, felons all over, and and then now all of a sudden the backstabbing neighbor that I never trusted in the first place, she all of a sudden just is so mad that I'm still here.
So Lori, the first thing, what I want you to do right now is put your hand on your heart and ask the angels to help you to feel peace.
Yeah.
And all of the chaos that is going on around you, focus on anything that has been going right. Whether it's with your move, whether it's where you're living, whether if it's the sun is shining, it doesn't matter. Focus on what is going right. And continue to call in the angels and ask them to help you feel peace. So what I would, as you're taking your deep breaths, the card I pulled for you is clarity. And what clarity is all about is clarity is focusing not only on what you want, it's getting very clear. So when you are going about seeing things or finding places that you don't want to live, or you don't want to have this kind of neighbor, instead of focusing on what you don't want, it helps you clarify and get clarity about what you do want. I had different places where I looked at a lot of different places, and there was different things that I would find that I didn't like, but I realized I didn't have all of what I did want on my list of what I wanted in the place I was looking for. So the clarity card is coming up. Once you are in a state of peace, Lori, calling in the angels, thanking the angels for helping you feel this peace, that's when you can get the clarity about who you want to help you, the place of grace, and what you want them to help you with. So I hope that has helped, Lori. Thank you so much for calling. And I'm going to continue calling on the angels to help you feel that peace and find the absolutely perfect place. All right, next caller we have is, drum roll, Kama from Arizona.
Hello, Sue.
Hello, Miss Kama.
You cracked me up. I'm good.
What's going on?
So, again, as usual, I had no idea what you were talking about, but it fit my mood for the day. The chaos. And I just sit here and giggle sometimes, I think.
That is funny.
So I applied for a couple of jobs yesterday.
Okay.
Just because they sound interesting. So I told you, I think that I was kind of done with the job that I do. So I just started looking because I was drawn to the job website, which was weird because I never have time to go on there and look. So, so I'm just curious about it.
Well, let's see what kind of card you got. It's funny though.
Could you hear me over my dog barking?
Yeah, it's like I can. But see, the dogs, animals, birds. They're funny in nature with the wind and all that. It's watch and pay attention to when the dog is barking and what it is that you're talking about, because they're always trying to get our attention on different things. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the birds outside that are chirping away or the wind that's going crazy. But the other thing with applying for these jobs, you're putting the energy out there and going into the place of peace. I will be, so anxious to hear how it shifts. Even there go the chimes. How it shifts, how your days go, how your dream state goes, because that's when you start getting the hits. You said that it's like, oh, yeah, I was drawn to this and I don't usually have time to go in here. It's like, yep, that's what happens. The more you start working with the angels, stuff like that happens. That's when the synchronicities fall into place.
Well, and it just happened that there were two jobs that I was interested in, too. It was kind of funny. So, I'm like, I was nervous because they're much bigger jobs than I do. But I was like, why can't I? Like, it calls for my degree. And so I had to actually bring myself back because I was like, fell right into the negative. Like, they're never going to give me an interview.
Well, and get yourself into that state of peace and then imagine yourself doing the job. Not going to the interview, like doing the job, like you just got the phone call that, hey, we've accepted you as the job. The card I pulled is to ground yourself, which I love that. And it's, partially the reason I think this is coming up is because when we get so chaotic with all the stuff that's going on, the grounding ourselves not only helps bring us back to this present moment, but it also, with all of the new energies that are coming in, we think, oh yeah, I just got a whole bunch of downloads. Well, yes, we get this information from Divine Spirit, from the angels, from our star being friends. We get this information, but in order for us to really ground it and integrate it into ourselves, we also have to ground ourselves and bring it through us and down into Mother Earth, grounding the information, integrating it so it becomes more a part of us. And the thing that's really cool about this card, this is one of those cards, and this one I want you to, either do it now or do it later, but pull it out because it's one of the mirror image cards where when you tip it on its side, there's other faces that come out. And I want you to see if there's any faces that you're picking up and any other information you can get from the card, because I swear, every time I pick up especially the mirror cards, and I flip them the different ways, I see different faces that I've never seen before. So there
Interesting.
you go with that.
All right.
Yeah. What it actually feels like for you is, yes, definitely ground yourself, but it feels like there's, I want to say that there's a guide that is helping you that you haven't recognized yet, is what it feels like. So.
Interesting. Well, that explains how I, ended up where I ended up, because I was actually in the middle of a meeting, like a webinar, and I got bored and and went to the website. So I was like, huh. Okay.
So you're supposed to be working, basically.
Yeah. And I was just fed up, and I was like, yeah, okay, time to look. So,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Awesome.
Somebody's there to help you. So you are very welcome. Breathe.
I'm breathing.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for calling, Ms. Kama.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too. All right. So everyone, just in case you need the phone number again, it is 1-516-453-9162, and then you can press number 1 to get in the queue. What I am going to do while we're waiting for if there's going to be any more callers is I'm going to pull a card for anyone that is too shy to ask, or if you're listening to the replay. Let's see, one wants to come out. And the deck I'm using is the Desert Speaks Oracle deck. And let's see what this, ooh, I love this card. Okay, so the word on the card is transformation. And the picture, it's a picture of a butterfly up in the trees, and you can see the beautiful sky through the trees. And butterflies that's exactly what they are all about, is the transformation. There's several different animals and insects that are about transformation. But there's so much that is going on. In fact, I know that, let me see if I can find it right away. I don't know if I can. I don't believe I can, but there was Ruth Anderson, as you all may remember. Ruth Anderson used to be a host on the show, and she was talking about, and I know she brought it up on her show as well, but she's talking about all of the angels that are coming in to help us. And that's where the transformation really comes in. The more people, so all of us tonight that, here it is, 500,000 angels were brought into our atmosphere to assist mankind. And where the transformation is coming in is we each need to do our part. We need to start going within, working with the angels, feeling the peace from within, and helping expand it. When we go within and feel the peace versus looking around us and seeing all that is going wrong, it's a huge transformation. And there are many people in the world today, all you got to do is turn on the news, you can see everything that's going wrong in the world. We want to transform that, and it starts with us. It all starts with us. And I want you to go look in the mirror and say, hey, it starts with me, and it starts now. And what can you do to transform the chaos and the craziness that's going on in your life? Is you can work with the angels, go within, get to that place of peace, get to the state of, I am grateful for being and feeling peace. Thank you, angels, for helping me get into the state of peace. That's where the transformation happens. When we realize that we have all the power. Yes, of course, working with the angels, working with Divine Spirit, working with the universe. Transformation starts with us. All right, Miss Lisa from New York. Miss Lisa from New York.
Hey, how are you today?
I am fabulous. How are you, Miss Lisa?
I'm doing great. A little
good
here in the city.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not snow.
Yeah. It's not.
So what do we got going on, Miss Lisa?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you have any messages for me.
Well, let's see. Let's
Maybe
see what we
anything
got.
I should know or be doing.
Well, this card wants to come. But I feel like, I haven't flipped the card over yet, but what it feels like initially is it feels like you, the words I'm hearing is you have turned a corner. And I'm getting chills when I say that. So something has shifted within you. So either you've been doing something different and you finally got it like either more ingrained, or you've been doing it more in a routine, and all of a sudden you're noticing that, hey, I'm happy today. I haven't felt this way in a really long time.
Yeah.
It's something like that. So somehow you have turned a corner. Does that make sense? Okay. I love that.
Oh, you know what? It makes a lot of sense. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, and the card I have for you is, I love this card. So it's called Hold On Tight. And this is the one, it's got a raven in it, and he has got something in his mouth, in his beak, that he is hanging on to. He was in my backyard, and I don't know if you've ever seen a raven, but they're about as big as a chicken, some of them.
Oh. Okay.
But this one, so how I feel that this actually plays in with what has been going on with you is, like, you are there. It's not even that you're getting there, it's you are there. So now you want to keep it. You want to hang on to, okay, this is what I've been doing to be in this state, and I want to say that you're in the state of grace. Like you're I don't know, it feels like there's just so much more of a flow that's been going on with you, and you want to stay there. And in order to stay there, keep doing what you've been doing.
Okay, I will. I will certainly will.
That's awesome. That's beautiful, Miss Lisa. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, and you just keep on doing what you've been doing, honey, because it's working.
Okay, I will, and I'll call you back soon. Thank you so much.
All right, sounds good. That sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, bye. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to go back to the transformation card, because Lisa was a prime example. It feels like she started doing something. She was the one that could make the transformation in her life. Oh, we got another caller. I know there's only a couple minutes left, but of course I have to take Belinda from North Carolina. Miss Belinda, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hello, Miss Sue.
I'm so glad you're doing well. So what can we do for you tonight?
I was going to ask for a card, but I think you already had drawn it, the transformation. Earlier today, I was painting chimes, transforming them, and got startled by a beautiful pink yellow butterfly.
Oh, how fun.
All of it.
That's beautiful. So, all right. So
the transformation.
We'll pull one more card to go along with that, and just so everybody knows, Miss Belinda was one. She was with me several times last Friday during the book launch, and it's on your the butterflies on your Facebook profile. So I'll have to go check it out. But Miss Belinda was also one of the winners of the Experience book, which I got my shipment today. So I will be starting to work on what you and I chatted about first.
Oh,
so
yes.
The card
You color in first.
I will. So the card I pulled specifically for you is the vacation card. This is one. It's one that it always makes me think of the tropics, because it's an aloe vera plant, but it looks like bananas. It looks like a bunch of bananas, but right side up instead of upside down. And this feels like, even if you go in your backyard and close your eyes and find yourself going onto a mini vacation, you need to do that. Part of the vacation, the mini vacation, is when you close your eyes, when you focus on what it is that you want. So you're going through a transformation. Where is it that you want to be? And imagine yourself, visualize yourself in that location, whether it's transforming, where you want to be transformed to, or where you want to go on vacation. Because our minds, as I said, our minds do not know the difference. So thank you so much, Ms. Belinda, for calling and for all of your support. Thank you, everyone, for calling tonight and listening to Angel Talk with Sue on International Angels Network. And remember, there is a special show. So we have Thursday show, and we have the special Mystical Connections on Friday. So one extra night, and there will be some free mini readings. So call on your angels every single day to assist you in getting to a peaceful state. Angel blessings to you, and I will be back next Wednesday. Thank you.